One of my least favorite books, in as far as the characters go, and the antagonist and the protagonist, is the book The Great Gatsby. And the reason that I don't like that about The Great Gatsby is because the antagonist is this man who represents the everyday man during the Depression. And there is Gatsby, who represents the self-made millionaire who was bootlegging and basically broke the law during Prohibition. Gatsby gets shot by this man who is Daisy's husband because Daisy is cheating on him with the Great Gatsby. And so she is cheating on her husband because he's abusive and an alcoholic. But the problem that I see there is, or the irony is, that the Great Gatsby made his money off of selling alcohol when it was illegal. And now that alcohol is legal, it's, Daisy's husband drinks. And therefore, he's abusive. And alcohol lowers your inhibition, so it always, it kind of gave me a view of how ironic that is and how contradictory it is to go from one person to the next. And Gatsby really, I never felt that he belonged to the actual story. He was always more reserved and reclusive. The book really does illustrate an era, and that's one of my favorite things about it, is it had some experimental literature to it. But The Great Gatsby is really, I felt that at the time that it came out, it was mocking the people who were in a depression due to the depression and just striving to get by, the everyday man. That's why I personally prefer, if I'm reading literature about that time period, I prefer John Steinbeck, and I actually like Of Mice and Men. However, there are, it's more so that I think more people can relate to John Steinbeck, or could have back then, than they could have to The Great Gatsby. And but I never really saw the tragedy of the death of The Great Gatsby, because he was a bootlegger and he was just not a nice person. And I think that I hate to say that, and neither was Daisy's husband, but she was really she was a gold digger. Yeah, and that's one of those things that like really pissed me off, because it's like it wasn't even that she was getting away from an abusive environment. It was that she literally she's a gold digger.